They're off. Who doesn't thrill to such a sight? Millions react the same way the world over, and the people of Tennessee are no different. Well, maybe some different too, for a Tennessean really loves a horse. Not just one breed, but all breeds. Just a horse. It may be a thoroughbred, a standardbred, a Tennessee walking horse, or an American saddlebred horse, either three-gated, fine harness, or five-gated, with all of its grace and beauty. The horse-producing section of Tennessee is primarily in the Middle Tennessee Basin, the limestone, phosphate, bluegrass area with its cool flowing streams of limestone water. As you motor down the smooth, beautiful highways in Tennessee, you will be impressed with the fertile soil, which produces in abundance, and with the beautiful livestock farms, on which you will find some of the nation's most famous herds of beef and dairy cattle. You will see beautiful homes, both small and large, wherein dwell a kind, friendly, horse-loving folk. Lives there a man who loves a horse who doesn't love a dog? Fox hunting in Tennessee is a sport very much enjoyed. There is companionship between a man, his horse, and his dog that can be fully understood only by those who have experienced it. Here at Green Pastures in Brentwood, this pack of foxhounds is exhibited, followed by an afternoon of racing. The coach Valiant, still in use, was once driven by its owner to establish a world's coaching record between New York City and Atlantic City. In the beautiful Harpeth River Valley on U.S. Highway 31, just 9 miles south of Nashville at Brentwood, is Maryland Farm, the home of Mr. and Mrs. J. Truman Ward, widely and favorably known as the nation's leading saddle horse nursery. It is the home of American Ace, and foals sired by him have made outstanding records in various state futurities and in the national futurity. The sales policy of the farm is unique in that no private sales are made. All foals are held until their 2-year-old year, when they are sold at public auction, thus enabling the buying public to secure each year the very best, the top 2-year-olds of the country at their own bid. No prior commitment is made on any colt offered for sale. Every colt truthfully presented and sold irrespective of the price offered. The first question asked by visitors to Maryland Farm is, may we see American Ace? Well, here he is, America's #1 stallion, based upon the winnings of his get in the futurities or breeding divisions and in the aged division of the show ring. Sired by American-born and out of Catherine Haines, there is no better bred stallion living. American Ace will one day be recorded in saddle horse history as one of the truly great stars of the American saddle horse breed. In the early morning hours, the mares and colts are led to the paddock for a day in the warm spring sun to romp and play in the bluegrass. This is a sight that visitors to Maryland Farm never forget. The pedigree of American Ace reads as though some skilled student of saddle horse bloodlines had tabulated it for an ideal. This peerless stallion is pure Denmark and has Tennessee has long been identified with the breeding of the American saddle horse. In fact, the breed originated in the states of Kentucky and Tennessee. When America was young and the hardiest of her countrymen were venturing forth from the colonies, roads were few and very rough, making the use of vehicles of any kind almost impossible. There was an urgent need for a horse adapted to the needs of these people, dependent as they were upon the horse for short trips or for long distance travel. They needed a hardy horse, sure-footed and intelligent, that could carry his rider with ease for long distances at a steady rate of speed without distress either to the horse or to the rider. Out of this need was developed the American saddle horse. These early American saddle horses were bred only for use as utility or work animals on the farm. Today, while still maintaining their intelligence and sure-footed ability, through selective breeding, they have developed greater beauty, style, finish, and conformation. As a result of this selective breeding, the American saddle horse is today the most beautiful and graceful of all the light horse breeds. The state of Missouri and other neighboring states to Kentucky and Tennessee contributed much to the establishment of the American saddle horse. From these centrally located states, this breed has spread throughout the length and breadth of the United States and into many foreign lands, and is today recognized as the most desired and most extensively used of all breeds, both as a pleasure and as a show horse. The Haines Haven Stock Farm, located at Spring Hill, is one of the most beautiful in Tennessee. It is devoted to the production of thoroughbreds and Aberdeen Angus cattle. It was formerly known as the Tolley Farm, and at that time was one of the most noted standard bred breeding farms in the country. The standard breds of Tennessee will be remembered as long as there are admirers of harness racing, and descendants of the Direct and the Harrell families are still making records in the Sullies. This excellent standard bred mare, Jane Abbey, owned by Graceland Farm, Thompson Station, Tennessee, has won many championships on the Tanbark in road horse classes. Ashlawn, located at Brentwood, Tennessee. This farm produces the Tennessee walking horse and has a nationally known herd of Jersey cattle. Harpeth Hills Farm, located on Old Hickory Boulevard in the Harpeth River Valley. This farm is devoted to the breeding of thoroughbreds, and it has been very successful in the sale of yearlings, maintaining a good average price when sold either at the Keeneland or at the fall sales in Lexington, Kentucky. Mr. and Mrs. Vernon Sharp and family leave their home Ingleham at Brentwood for an afternoon of fox hunting. They are riding out to meet other members of the Hillsborough Hounds for a lively chase across the hills and through the meadows in pursuit of the ever-elusive and cunning fox. The sound of the foxman's horn and the baying of the hounds is music to the ear of all those in Tennessee who enjoy this invigorating sport. What could be more restful than this fall scene of the Maryland Farm broodmares on bluegrass pasture awaiting the coming of the following spring when a new crop of foals will arrive? The mares at Maryland Farm have been very carefully selected for bloodlines, beauty of conformation, quality, and refinement. In addition to these qualifications, They have been carefully selected either for their past performance in the show ring or for their productive record. And here is one of the greatest of them all, Bugle Ann, starred by Nobly Born by Bullard Artist, her dam being Laura Saunders by Benton Dare. She is yet a young mare, and a number of productive years are expected. But were she never to produce another foal, Edith Fable and the Supreme Eights give her a place in the Broodmare Hall of Fame. The foals at Maryland Farm, after being weaned, are allowed to run on bluegrass pasture until the fall of their yearling year, when they are taken up and made ready during the winter months for the farm's annual 2-year-old sale. All horse lovers interested in augmenting their show spring with fresh young prospects would do well to attend this sale, which has become known as the Sale of the Year. And so, in words and pictures, we have brought to you a portion of Tennessee's great horse history and her worthy accomplishments. It is the story of a wonderful land possessing scenic beauty and a mild climate, of soils rich in minerals, growing lush bluegrass, a land of true southern hospitality, and of a people who really love a horse. And so again we say, whatever your interest may be, either a thoroughbred, a standard bred, the Tennessee walking horse, or the American saddlebred horse, with all of its charm, grace, and beauty. Come and enjoy with us the horse and its heritage in Tennessee.